just fundamental stuff. Trying to go back to the fundamental things. And, we turned the ball over. When you turn the ball over 24 times on the road, you're not going to win. And, I think taking care of the basketball fundamentally and working together and trying to do things together back as a team. We looked out of sync the whole game. It wasn't the normal team on the floor playing, having fun. It looked like we was pressing a little bit. So we've been talking about that a lot, breaking down film, individual work. I mean, it's the best time right now. They were off yesterday, but, the best time for them to have the opportunity to get better and for us to expand their game is during this break because we have no limit in hours until school starts back. So trying to be smart, but also want to get the team better.
Obviously, it's not an excuse, but is it just one of those things that might happen from time to time for a road game for a young team like you guys have?
Yeah, like you said, there's no excuses for us, and I feel like that. I feel like the steps that we've taken as a team and as a program, I want us to continue to keep reaching higher and higher. So I definitely was not happy with the loss, but I also understand and know too that every day, everybody would love to go win every game on the road and win every game there is, but things are going to happen, and as coaches, that's what we have to do. We have to be able to go back and evaluate and make sure we put our players in a better situation so they can get better and feel comfortable.
Got a big one coming up here. It's team undefeated in conference play. Just tell us a little bit about it, maybe.
It's just like you said. They got some big-time players on the team. I think it's going to be very crucial for us to get our defense back in order. We have to make sure that we sit down and understand and knowing how to guard and who the best players are. They have an unbelievable post player. They got kids that can shoot it. It's going to be a battle for us here. I'm really excited that we're on our home floor again. But the biggest thing is we're going to have to take care of the basketball. We're really focusing and working this week on us getting better. But we definitely have to focus on what they have to offer too and everything that they can do. Kelly's a first-time head coach, and she's doing a great job too. And, so it's exciting, I think, for all of us every day to try to prepare and get ready for the next game. And so it's going to be a battle.
I feel like this week and then obviously the game on Saturday, in a way, is a little bit like a test to see how they respond from a loss like that on the road.
Definitely. It was just like when we lost to Vanderbilt. It was just like when we lost to Illinois State. It's always, a challenge to see how they're going to respond when they come back. Is this a different situation? Yes, because we won 7 in a row. So it's totally different from, losing early on in the season. So it is a challenge, and that's why myself and the staff are trying to make sure that they're prepared and understand that, we can't continue. We have to take care of our home court. So we got 3 big games here, and our goal is to get these, the FAU is that's our first task. So that's what we're looking at.
You talk a little about chess. We've talked, so far a little bit about, what she's done, the way she's improved. I know in the spring you talked about you saw that she had a lot of potential from what you saw there. Let's talk about what she's done to this point.
I think it's incredible. First off, for her to average as many double-doubles throughout the games I don't care who you're playing and what level, that's a big deal. I think her focus on being able to be the best that she can be has really grown. When I got here, I challenged her because I watched Chastity all through high school. I've been knowing her since she was young. So I challenged her and talked to her about wanting to be the best post in this league. And, she told me that that's something that she wanted to do too. So she's came out, I think, each and every day and tried to get better at the things that, I'm challenging her right now defensively because I feel like that's one of the things that she needs to do I know she's rebounding really well and she's scoring and she's running in transition, but I need her to focus more for us defensively so she won't get in foul trouble. And so that's where we're focusing now a lot on. But I'm super excited for the year that she's having, and I want to keep pushing her so she can continue to keep getting better.
Do you feel like there's a need to keep her motivated? Is that something you're seeing as far as what you've heard and what you saw last year on films?
Definitely. And she tells me that was one of the first things she told me in first conversation that we met. She said she wants to be challenged, and she understands and knows that she gets in her moods where she needs to be challenged sometimes. And for young kids, that's always the fact sometimes. And so I just want to make sure, and I told her that I will never let her come to the point where she's getting complacent or she's not working as hard as she needs to. So she's really stepped up to that.
For her to be a sophomore and to be aware of that shortcoming, does that just say a lot about her maturity, even as young as she is?
It says a lot about her maturity, and I think it says a lot about the type of player that she wants to be. I think, you know, Chastity grew up around here. She understands and knows the history of Western Kentucky and the players that have came through here, and I think that's important to her. I think it's really important to her that she not only helps this team leave their mark, but she also wants to leave her mark too and her legacy, and I think it's great, and I think that's why she responds the way that she does.
I know you've talked about getting Mariah and Sierra hopefully into the rotation at some point, and earlier you said Mariah was still, the game was pretty fast for her. How is that progressing, and I guess really what do they still need to work on to maybe get the fold a little bit?
You know, Sierra, of course, is her conditioning because she just joined the team with us. But, I mean, Sierra came in and gave us some minutes and actually did a good job. Sierra she definitely has potential. We got to get her in game shape. So that's something we're constantly working on right now. She needs to work a lot defensively. She's got to get a little stronger, understanding the feel for the game and how fast it is right now compared to high school or, you know, junior college. And then with Mariah, we just got to get her strength. She had went through a couple of minor injuries with her IT band and other different things, and so we got to get her strength back, and we just got to get her conditioning wise too back in, so she can get up and down the floor. And one of Mariah's biggest strengths when she first got here was being able to run the floor and shoot layups, and these are things that we got to constantly continue to keep helping her build to get to that point. So hopefully it is going to work where we can continue to start getting them stronger and better. So once we get an opportunity to put them in the rotation, we will. And that's why, you know, I gave them a couple of minutes the other night, and that's what we're going to continue to keep trying to do.